Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments.
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Did I call it or did I call it? It's probably too early to call it, but still.
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Way to waste a silver coin.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality. My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Let's see, Britannia quality silver. A perforated metal plate. The key and the champagne. It has the murder weapon or something. Not enough.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Okay. Yeah. I don't think this correlates with anything. That's why you don't get a huge B there. There's also a bit of a lot of oversimplification to notify you every time you can deduce something, every time you can use your special abilities, etc. It's like it's very on rails. And up to a point it's fine, but as I said, it crosses the point sometimes. For now, we'll go back to the baths. I guess we'll have to send them all to the interrogation or something, because there is nothing else to do. As far as I can tell. This is one ugly fountain.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Mr. Holmes?
Alright, I'll check one more time and then I'll send them on their way.
These clothes belong to one of the...
I think...
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Can I do anything else now? No. Yeah, I think I should just send them on Scotland
Do we have
Yard.
to stay here? Can't we go?
I do not see anything else. That is interactable, only this. And nothing happens.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Yeah. Just don't see anything. Alright, I think we're done. Let's go interrogate them, I guess. Maybe it's in case you haven't noticed the blood on that guy. Maybe not, but who knows.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
None, Lestrade.
Alright. We can examine the belongings and we still haven't found the murder weapon. I think I missed something here. Right, let's go to Scotland Yard then. Nice reflections there. I like this book has so many bookmarks. Weird.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes?
Again, we haven't seen the same cup.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Anyway, for now, let's see. Pitkin's belongings.
A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Mother something.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Nice fingerprint. Actually, let's handprint.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Hallucinations, interesting.
An ordinary pencil.
Sir Gregory Pitkin, manager, to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. We have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset. It's probably spelled differently, and I'm butchering this word because I don't remember how it was called. In the recreation of the Roman bath experience, I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find yourself another workplace. I guess he's firing him. All this we need to speak to people, righty. So Pitkin goes firing Blitzcorn.
A hand-drawn map.
Ah, the coin.
An old and rather dirty coin.
7. It's supposed to be Roman.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Did he steal it from the tomb? The mummy? B. Guessing there is nothing else to be found. Wait.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
That's nice.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil.
There was a pencil right there.
To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Right. They almost found something.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Why do you even have his? I almost find it. This will go date will go down in history.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
That's
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
It's not like you have a choice. Subject, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, age 63. The right eyeball has been pierced to the hilt by a curved-bladed knife. The mummy also had something with one eye, if I remember correctly. The blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which completing its trajectory in the cerebellum caused hemorrhagic lesions. Goddamn medical terms. All of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung there is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and ciliated debris that may correspond to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Okay, that was the wrong thing. We have a lot of dialogue issues. Alrighty. more goes on the right, I think. Yes, indeed.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
Ah, we have a deduction now. Aha.
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
The frigidarium, or whatever it was called.
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Interesting.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
They could have put a bit more dialogue on Watson.
Locked.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, let's speak to...
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
The guy who was about to be fired.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
This actually like... It's very Holmes thing. Also nice that they go through that. Carlos. It's something. No, I don't want to skip, but I wonder what I'm missing. This is weird. Yes, yes. This poor get it. What am I missing? Recent earthwork, alrighty.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
He's a suspect, I guess. If the other guy took credit for his job.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Can you recall any
questions.
recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
I will take over. So there is a motive.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
It's probably the missing plate.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Alrighty. Before we go, I wanted to check the plate with the silver piece. So let me go to that now. And I'll pick you up when I get there. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like if you want to.